Netanyahu, terror group sees 3 Israeli teenagers. A terror group has abducted 3 Israeli teenagers missing from the West Bank since Thursday, Israel's PM Benjamin Netanyahu says. He said an intensive operation is underway to find the 2 16-year-olds and 1 19-year-old. The 3 seminary students went missing near an Israeli settlement north of Hebron, as they were returning from evening lessons. Palestinian officials say they are cooperating with the search. "Our children were kidnapped by a terror group," Mr. Netanyahu said. "There is no doubt about that." The teenagers have been identified as Naftali Frenkel, Gilad Shaar both 16- and Eyal Yifrach, 19. They were last seen in the area of Gush Etzion, a block of Jewish settlements located between Jerusalem and the predominantly Palestinian city of Hebron. Their fate has gripped Israel with rolling coverage on the main TV channels, says the BBC's Quentin Somerville in Jerusalem. The Israeli army says it is conducting house-to-house searches in the West Bank. The search is being seen as the biggest strain on relations between the two sides, since a Palestinian unity government was announced in April. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has already said he holds the Palestinian Authority responsible for the teenagers' well-being. In response, Palestinian officials have pointed out that the 3 went missing in an area under full Israeli control. Israel has arrested at least 12 people in the Hebron area, they say. In an earlier statement on the operation, the Israeli army pointed to the 2006 kidnapping of Israeli soldier Gilad Shaar, and said the 3 may have been taken to be traded for Palestinian prisoners held by Israel. Sergeant Shalit was freed in 2011 after Israel and the Islamist movement Hamas agreed a deal, under which more than 1,000 Palestinians were released. In April, Israel suspended crisis-hit peace talks with the Palestinians, when a Hamas-backed Palestinian unity government was announced. Israel insists it will not deal with the Palestinian government backed by Hamas.